And hello, wonderful people, to another episode of Waters of the Deep and all that fun stuff. And get my camera on, see if I can get this to work tonight. We left off. Find my notes. 9 a.m. Saturday, because I gave you guys the date and the time when we ended last time. You guys are journeying deep into the prison mines of Haven in an attempt to locate Taddy's long lost friend. Did you tell them his name, Mike?
Uh, I believe I mentioned it to at least
Yes.
one or two of
Okay.
them.
Just want to make sure I'm not giving away information that you haven't disclosed. To find Taddy's long lost friend, Remy, who should be freed, but cannot be located as he was digging out a section of the mines that are new, which happens. So you all got permission to go into the mines and look for him. You've traveled through, come into a couple of different weird situations and encounters, and then you came upon this Temple of Talos. And Taddy had sneaked up and observed 6 acolytes whipping 6 prisoners, and a war priest chanting some type of prayer, ritual, something in this chamber. And that is where we left off. Taddy, I know you were about to do something 2 weeks ago, right before we wrapped up. So why don't you kick us off?
Yeah. Well, yeah. So my thought process was I had uh managed to get up there and see what was going on.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to try and sneak back.
Okay.
That's great.
Um,
Oh. Can you pull up the map for this, please?
I sure can.
Thanks. There it is.
God, I love it when he pulls up the.
Every time I do that, it resets how Mike has his map positioned, and it drives me.
Yeah.
I love it.
Okay, so upon my arrival back to the main chambers where everybody is, I'm gonna try, and here, I'll even give you a performance check on this. I'm gonna try and talk loud enough so that everybody in the room can hear me, but not loud enough that everybody in the other room can hear me. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna say, guys, there's some heinous shit going on over in that other room. Looks like they're torturing some people or something. In the name of their god.
In the name of love.
I
Sorry.
don't necessarily recognize anybody in the room, but I mean, it might not hurt to free some people to help us down here if we need help. I don't know. Up. What do you guys want to do?
Mm.
I mean, we all recognize the statue when we walked in, right? So we know it's like
Yeah.
the Temple of Talos.
Yeah.
Mm.
This is not a good time for Pam to not be here because she's the tinkish one in here.
I will.
I got
be right
Pearl.
back, guys.
Unless somebody else wants to take Pearl, I've got her.
No, I think go for it.
Okay. Yeah, if you got it under control, man. Okay, so what do you think Pam's reaction to that would be? Because
whatever you guys want, I'll do whatever you want.
Peppa said it, you're
Ever
right.
getting the voice tonight.
you're not necessarily wrong, but
I mean,
fuck.
that's usually Pam's answer.
Yeah,
So,
no. Like I
I-
said, you're not wrong. I
No,
was hoping for a better one, but
this kind of a scenario, I think Pearl would recommend that we go fuck them up. Given all the shit that's happened with Talos in the past, I think she'd be more inclined to intervene than not.
Yeah. That's what I was thinking.
Did
Well.
anybody decide something just now? I had to get up.
Nope, we haven't left Pearl. Pearl
Oh.
is leaning towards intervening. But ultimately, she'll do whatever the group decides.
so if you got up, I snuck my way back.
Yeah,
And I
I
filled
heard
the-
that.
I filled the group in on what was going on, and I was waiting for a response from everybody on what we want to do with this situation.
I'm
Other
pretty
than that,
ambivalent.
like my thing is like we're down here in a prison, essentially. So having a little backup down here might not be a bad thing if we can save these people. But at the same time, isn't exactly any of our business either.
Well, and perhaps since these are tortured prisoners, maybe they've worked with Remy and can give us a better idea of where he is.
What if somebody disguises themselves as the priest topside and just goes and tells them to fucking quit? Eh?
That's not a bad idea.
Also not opposed to that idea. And then we're right here if shit hits the fan.
Uh-huh.
I'm down for that plan.
Okay, yeah. I think I got something in my arsenal for that.
Hattie, you and I could dress up as priest and acolyte and
Yeah.
tell them that orders have changed.
2 people would look better. Corroborate
As a
stories and shit.
Matter of fact, I have used a priest disguise previously
You have.
from being in the Talos church, so I would have recollection on a disguise specifically for that.
And I know that I've been in the temple to see the people, so
But have
Alright.
you specifically seen the leader?
well, there was when we were there sitting for the service. This was like one of the first weeks that we were playing.
Okay. Yeah,
Uh.
so you would have seen him then.
Yeah.
I would help her with that disguise.
No, that's if you're trying to disguise as somebody specific, you just have to have seen them.
Yep, that
Um,
guy that was
in
doing stuff.
Clear manner is all. So if you're just gonna be
Well-
like a run of the mill acolyte or whatever, I'm not worried about it.
Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna do the run-of-the-mill acolyte because that's what I know I have prepared, and it worked really well when I was actually in there. So, and not to mention Silt's really our talker here, so I think it would probably be better if I'd let her take the lead on that. But I will go in with her disguised. But we don't know exactly what their orders are or where they came from. So before we just burst in the door and say, stop what you're doing, maybe we should find out what they're doing without
Looks like they're having
actually
a good
saying.
time.
What they're
Without-
doing, who the people
without-
are, why they're there.
Yeah.
Pearl will speak up. Do you want us to come with, or do you want us to wait for you to figure it out and come back?
Well. Silt, do you still have those shackles?
Oh yeah.
Hey, Mort, you want to help?
Shackles and torture?
Could you sound any more excited there, Silt?
I didn't know what he was asking for. Okay.
Whips and chains excite me.
No.
I do have whips and chains and shackles.
Okay, the more you say that, the more Mort is going to get excited and say, "Sign me up."
So here's what I'm thinking.
She has 2 sets of manacles.
Let's take the manacles. We'll put them on Mort. We make them look like they're locked. They don't have to be locked. I will hold on to Mort. We will use him like we're bringing another prisoner to join the party. Just
Love
in case.
table, still level 2.
Well, yeah, I don't actually intend on
Oh,
letting him do anything other than be
Meat
there.
Curtain has a low thread count.
I gotta go let my dog in real quick. He's barking.
Okay.
So, Taddy, as you're
Above table here, Mort. I'm just wanting to have you there for appearance, no more than appearance. So I don't want them to think we don't belong there. But if we come walking in with you in shackles, it looks like we're doing our job and bringing them someone else to torture.
And as soon as you say that, he's going to hold up both of his hands and say, "Will this do?" And he will have shackles on his hands.
Okay. Yeah. I mean,
They
as long as you
seem
look the
to
part.
appear out of nowhere with a magical wisp.
Okay. Yeah. No. Perfect, dude. No, you. That. Okay. So I got the alkalite down. I'll just keep my hand on your shoulder.
Well, actually, let me
and-
look.
We'll let
That-
Silt lead.
That spell only lasts for a minute, Mort.
Yeah, I know. I was looking
Just
at
a
that
heads up.
because it'll fade as you're talking, and Mort will say, "I can use it in emergencies, but we might want the real thing."
This never happens
Okay.
to me. I can usually keep it up longer.
Yes, very much so.
Longer than a minute? You go, boy. Okay, so, well, Silt seemed to be offering up her manacles, so we'll just borrow a set of hers. Like I said, we'll put them on, but they just won't be clamped down, locked on, whatever.
Yeah, so they're like, if you ever seen the movie Gladiator, when they get shackled together for that first fight that Maximus is in, it's the 2 metal half circles, and then you have to put a ball peen in to lock it. So you could just not put in the ball peen and be good.
Okay.
So, Jacob,
Duh.
can you read the minor creation for prestidigitation? It says a non-magical trinket of an illusionary image or illusory. I can't say that word. Whatever.
Illusionary.
Yeah, illusionary image that can fit in your hand. Technically, I mean, shackles can fit in your hand depending on what kind of shackles they are.
No. These aren't handcuffs. These are medieval style shackles.
Okay, it was worth
They're-
the shot.
Fairly big and bulky.
It was worth the shot.
So if an orc is casting that spell, does the orc get to have bigger stuff?
I would
'Cause they
say
have bigger
yes,
hands.
as long as it fits in the orc's hand. Yes.
Rad. Cool.
All right, so yeah, we're gonna borrow a set of those manacles because he was gonna try his minor illusion, but it only lasts for a minute.
It'd be a good little stopgap for us if
Yeah.
we get into a little
And
predicament.
then so we'll just let you lead, and our cover will be that we are bringing another slave.
Find
or-
out what they're doing first. If it's
well,
the high priest, you don't really actually have to answer any questions.
Well, we're just yeah, okay.
I would go in because then you can find out: are they prisoners? Are they slaves? Are they whatever?
Yeah. Well, the ones that are in there are shackled, right, DM?
Correct.
Yeah.
But we
so,
don't know if
Stuff
they're
against
slaves
the
or if
enemy.
they're prisoners.
Right. But either way, they're shackled. So as long as we're bringing a shackled person in with us, I mean, I'm just going over the cover right now.
Okay.
That's, that whole.
Okay, sorry, Gal's getting ahead of herself.
Yeah, the whole roguish part of my. Yeah, have the cover story covered before we get into anything else. So yeah, cover story. Silt's the high priestess. We're bringing another slave in, or whatever they're calling them in there, and find out as much information as we can. And if we can get them out of there, get them out of there.
Well, I'm gonna have to have like fake orders or something to, stop the whatever they're doing, or
Well, you're a high
some
priestess.
reason I'm down there.
You're
Yeah.
disguised as high
You're
priestess. You
disguised
are
as the one who gives the orders.
right.
Okay. So I can do
And-
whatever I want.
And
Yeah.
Gal and Pearl, if you would wait on the edge of the hallways at the corners.
Look right there.
Yeah. If we yell, I don't know, some kind of safe word, and you guys come rushing in to help.
Whiskey.
Okay, that works.
Whiskey?
Whiskey.
Well, I don't think whiskey's a thing.
Might,
How about
I might just ask for some whiskey.
fire water?
Isn't
I don't
that
think
the same
whiskey's a thing in D&D. Yeah, it is.
What about Fluffernutter?
I don't know how I would use that in a sentence for anything.
As an insult.
Dragon's
Call him a
piss.
Call him a Fluffernutter.
Dragon's piss. Okay, yeah. Okay.
That way
that
it
sounds-
can sound like a curse.
Yeah.
A Fluffernutter's like a nerf herder. Star Wars? Anybody? Bueller?
I think I'm game for
Listening.
Gal and Dragon Piss because yeah, something went wrong. That sounds
Okay.
like a something went wrong phrase. Dragon Piss. Fuck. Okay, that works. Okay,
Are
Game
you
plan set.
using the minor illusion, or are you using the actual manacles?
The manacles.
Not locked, though.
okay. And I'm walking with Mort, with my hand on his shoulder, so it looks like I'm escorting him. And in the off chance something does go wrong, he ducks, dives, and gets the fuck out of the way, and we do what we got to do.
Hey Mort, what does it take for you to cast that minor illusion spell?
What does it take? Hold on. 2 seconds.
He needs to be holding a little bit of fleece in his hand and chant an incantation.
Oh, so it's obvious.
Yeah. I mean, he could roll a check to try to do it subtly.
Let's see. I think I have it as well.
Silt, are you walking in front of them or behind them?
The minor illusion spell, it does not have a V. It just has a S and an M.
Yep.
Doesn't
Oh,
the V
sorry.
mean it's a
Yeah.
vocalized?
Nomadic
Yeah,
and-
I messed that up. So it's a hand gesture while holding the fleece. He doesn't have to.
If
chant
that's the
anything.
case, then I would.
Can we manacle you with your hands behind your back? And I'm just thinking, if somebody has eagle eyes, can we just have you minor illusion them locked?
I mean, we most certainly can try.
Okay. But if they're behind your back, then maybe, it's not as obvious that you're casting the spell.
You just have to not tell my wife you're handcuffing me behind my back.
You're safe. You're safe, bro.
He will turn and put his hands behind his back.
As far as I can tell, she knows and she doesn't care.
She knows. Okay.
Oh, how hath no woman like that woman scorned?
I was about to say Morg would be something else.
Silt, are you walking in first or last?
First.
First. Okay.
But
Any
she's the high
other
priestess. She's always in front of me. What the hell?
any other preparations you guys want to make?
We got
That
backup plans on either side of the thing. We got our cover story. We got what we're doing while we're in there. On my end, we're covered. How about you, Silt?
I'm going to have the short sword not under illusion so that it's obviously hanging on my belt,
Okay.
just in case I need to be more persuasive.
Okay.
I maybe I'm going to ready a guidance. Oh, Jesus Christ! Hang on just a second. Hey,
Whoa.
Someone's getting into something.
Okay, I get my hand out of there. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I was about to say that mom voice came out hard.
okay, I'm back.
I even like stiffened in my seat, like, oh shit.
I'll take my hand out. I'm sorry, Silt. I'm sorry.
He is being naughty tonight. My dog.
It's funny because mine are actually both behaving extremely well for once.
Well, he's stealing all the naughty then. Everybody. Okay, so as I'll wait to get it ready until we're like right up in there so I can still do it under my breath and not have them hear me, but then I'll get a guidance ready on
Guidance.
myself.
Okay.
Yeah.
So like let it go, like cast it as you're walking down the hallway and then activate it at the last possible second as you enter
Right.
the
So
room.
I have it for as long as possible. That
Gotcha.
minute.
All right.
I'll keep a hand on Mort's shoulder, the other one behind my back, ready to sling a blade.
Okay. Pearl will
Isn't that
stand
you-
there with her flintlock pistol with a Jack Sparrow smile.
I mean, isn't that usually where rogues' hands are? They're not in your pocket. They're holding a dagger.
Something like that. Anybody else got anything?
Oh,
Okay.
did you need me to minor illusion the chain's locked right now? Is that what the plan was?
I don't think, well, I mean,
Just have it do like she did. Have it prepared, and
Got
if
it.
anybody comes to look at your shackles, pop it.
Got it.
as needed. Just keep your eyes open, Mort.
So you can't hold a spell longer than 6 seconds. At
I
the
would
end of
say
the
that-
6 seconds, you either need to let it go or cast it.
Yeah,
Well-
we're not. Don't worry about it until we get up by the guy in charge up there, because I imagine that these acolytes probably aren't paying as much attention, and
Yeah, we'll go with that.
just hide your hands as much as you can, I guess.
Behind your back, like you're
Yep.
shackled.
So
So
the three of
exhilarating.
you walk down the corridor, hearing chanting coming from the war priest, followed by 6 simultaneous whisps and slight groans of pain or discomfort coming from the prisoners. As the 3 of you enter the room, you can see this image more clearly now. You stand just at the top step of this little central area, which is a step up from the ground floor, and look around. And in that moment, go ahead.
I'm not stopping and looking around. I'm walking with authority.
Okay. So 6 seconds, you were there. 5, 10, 15, 20, 30. So 12 seconds had put you right there. So about the time that you get there, you will hear the closing of a book, like slamming close of a book, and you'll see that the war priest has closed the book that he was reading out of. Sorry, she was reading out of, and hurriedly come down the steps. And as she passes, this first asks, like, "Get them water. Get them water. Your reverend fatherness. We weren't expecting you. Did you come to join the celebration?
And I'll still be walking a little bit, so probably a little bit ahead of those guys.
Okay.
I'm gonna
And
keep my eyes open if any of the acolytes look at us.
They
I'm just
do
gonna
not
nod.
look at you. They all set down the whips that they were using and have picked up a bucket of water and are like spoon feeding water to the shackled prisoners.
okay, so in response to her, I'm going to say loudly and with authority, did you not get the message from Amari?
I have received no message, Reverend Father. The last order I had was to follow the celebration plan for Thanks for Pain Day as always.
And I'm going to point at her and say, there are to be no more whippings.
But yes, Reverend Father, I understand that in terms of punishment, but this is the celebration of Thanks for Pain Day. These are volunteers in exchange for time off their sentence. This is not a punishment. I beg. She falls to her knees. I beg your forgiveness, Holy Father. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I'm following the orders the best I can.
I'm going to put my hands on my hips and look at her for a second. And I'm going to look over to the acolyte to my right and then the one to my left.
Gonna try and slip those shackles off of Mort and put them away.
Nobody's paying attention to you, so you managed to do so.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, at this point, the 6 acolytes are all standing facing that center aisle, but their heads are like chin to chest down. The war priest is complete grovel mode, like sprawled out, hands in front of her, kneeling, bent at the waist, so her chest is touching the ground, and she is just muttering apologies.
Okay, so above table, because my human brain is trying to process all of this information at once. What did she say? She said that they're
Celebrating Thanks for Pain Day. If you want to make a history check to see if you've ever heard of this holiday.
Yes, I do.
History or religion, because it's a religious holiday.
Can we all do that?
If you're in the room, yes.
Did you say history or religion? Okay.
I'm also going to whisper in my brain telepathically to Grand Tempest. If I don't know what that is, I'm going to ask him to fill me in quickly.
You do recall
Okay.
a conversation you had with Taddy about one of the books he had skimmed over in the Talos vault. Mortimer, you know this information just outright. Thanks for Pain Day in the Temple of Talos comes at the end of the fall harvest, right around where our Thanksgiving would be. And it is a day where they take volunteers and inflict pain upon them to help them better understand the pain that is afflicted upon themselves throughout their life. Under the teachings of Talos, this is Thanks for Pain Day.
Okay.
Knowing that, I whisper something back to Taddy.
What you've already whispered? This
Um,
dude. You're just gonna see a weird look on Taddy's face at this point.
okay, so did she say anything else? She said that they're not being
She said
punished.
they were volunteers
Volunteers.
in exchange for time off their sentence.
Okay, so I'm going to, as she's sitting there not looking at me, groveling, I'm going to soften my voice and say, "Oh, my dear, get up. I'm sorry."
She remains muttering apologies into the ground. Her nose is touching the floor right now, and she's just, I'm sorry, Reverend Father. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry.
I'm going to kneel down so I can look at her face a little bit.
So, like, get up right next to her.
Yeah.
Okay. So you kneel and like scoop her chin and lift her head up so that her eyes meet yours. She is crying profusely.
And I'm going to say, oh shit, I gotta think. What's a whip alternative? Mm,
Like a different type of whip?
yeah. Like
So
not
like
the
a
whips they're using.
cat of nine tails or a switch?
Okay. Then I'll say
Monkey's paw.
Monkey's paw. Yeah.
we are meant to switch to, oh god, no, I just did a pun and I don't like it. Fuck. I would say that without saying switch twice as two different words.
We're
I
meant
would
to
tell
use
her
switches.
yes. I had quite the journey getting here. You must forgive me for my short temper.
Make a persuasion roll.
Mm,
She will, like a child that just got their ass whooped, sobbingly wipe the tears from her face. And, it, yes, Reverend Father, I apologize. We are blessed by your presence and shall switch to the proper method immediately. We would be
I
most
will.
honored if you would lead us as we continue.
I will nod to her and stand up and dust my robes off a little bit. And then I'm going to go and visit each one of these volunteers
Okay.
and bless them or, whatever. Not really, because Alice isn't my god. But I'm going to just take my time doing that. And then when I'm finished making my rounds, I'm going to go back and say, they've, what are they doing? They've
bef-
received their pain for
Penance?
today.
Okay.
Their penance
Um,
for today.
How are you blessing them? Like, what are you doing?
I'm going to say your pain has been received and felt by Talos, and your oh, what's the word for like people that are really into a religion?
Zealots.
Acolyte?
Your zealousness
Zealotry.
is obvious.
Zealotry is the word there. Yeah.
It's
Okay.
obvious.
And
So
are you interacting with them at all, or are you just talking to them?
I'm just talking to them. I as the big cheese, I do not expect, and I will not tolerate any of them talking back to me.
Okay.
But I'm looking at them to see if, to pick up any reactions that they might have.
When she walks up to the first tribute, lack of a better word, I want to walk up to the war priestess. Because Sil had mentioned she wants to go see each one when she blesses them.
Okay.
I figured that.
Real quick, everybody roll a perception check for me.
Sure.
Almost a 3. Thank goodness.
You get your guidance on that too. Still, barely. We're like right at the tail end of the minute. Okay. Go ahead, Taddy.
Okay. I would look at the war priestess and excuse me, ma'am. I'm sorry to interrupt. I was tasked with picking up a list of our members who came to volunteer for today's event.
Oh, of course. I shall prepare it immediately. She gets up and dusts herself off. And runs over here to a little desk that's there, scribbles down on some parchment.
I just sit there with my head down, and I'm doing the like I'm a weak guy because I know my place, and I know I'm just a lonely acolyte where she's a war priestess, so she's higher than I am. So you know what I mean? I'm like trembling a little bit, like just playing the part.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Do I recognize that voice?
You do not. She comes back a moment later, hands you the parchment. It is 6 names you do not recognize.
Okay.
Gal's going to speak into the earring that Taddy has.
Okay.
And say, heads up, something's coming.
Does Grand Tempest answer me?
Oh, I didn't see
Yes.
that you had messaged me. Sorry.
I'm gonna slyly reach my hand up, touch my earring that is not there. I'm
on
in
your ear.
disguise.
Scratch your
Yeah,
ear.
tug on my ear. Yeah.
Well,
And
it'd be more like scratch your rib, because that'd be about where Taddy's ear is on a human body.
yeah. And say, yeah, we got it. And after that, I would thank you, thank you, War Priest, and I'd bow and just kind of walk backwards back to stand next to Mort.
Okay.
With my head down.
All right. You stand there for a moment and watch Silt go around finishing the blessings and come back to stand in front of the War Priest.
He didn't hear it.
No, he did not.
I get some better ears on that dude. Okay, so I guess if I wasn't clear earlier, I'll tell her the volunteers have fulfilled their duties for today. He's coming.
Typing, sorry.
No problem.
She bows her head and, of course, Reverend Father. She then turns to the acolytes. You heard the Reverend Father. Their sacrifice has been fulfilled this day. Release them. Send them back to their camps. The acolytes all bow deeper and immediately turn and undo the shackles and, like, half carry all of them out.
When you say from the back of the cave, are we talking about like from behind us?
This way.
Or like in front of us?
over here.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna reach my hand behind me and sort of like do the give me the thing to Taddy, like give me the paper that she just gave him.
I would walk up and hand her the paper, and I would say, forgive me, ma'am, but are you man or woman for this disguise?
I believe I'm a man.
A man, yeah.
Okay, sir, I don't mean to be out of place, but we were supposed to clear the room and give it a proper blessing while we were here.
I'll look at Taddy.
Above table, can you elaborate on clear the room? Just so I
Have nobody else in here.
Okay, that's what I thought you meant. I just wanted to make sure. Go ahead,
Okay, I'll say
Katie.
yes, my child. And I'm going to look at the list just sort of perfunctorily and then up to the war priestess and say double the time off that they have gained today.
I'd step back after
She bows
she addressed the war priest.
much deeper again. Of course, Reverend Father. I will vacate the temple and leave you to your blessing.
And I
If you
will
need-
bow slightly.
If you need anything else, I shall be right outside the main doors. And she does kind of the Asian thing where she walks and bows as she walks. And then she walks backwards, bowing the whole way until she's like here. And then she turns and runs.
I
So
grab my-
Gallon and Pearl, you would see her like scurry like a field mouse that just caught the eye of an owl.
All right, once she leaves, I'm gonna come back out, pop out, and start heading towards the others.
Yeah, I was gonna say I was gonna grab the earring and shoot a message to Gal and say, "Yeah, grab Pearl. Come on in. It's clear."
Allegedly.
So, as they arrive, I no, we heard something in. Well, I heard something in here too, Gal, but I don't know what the hell it is.
Pearl speak up. I
That-
heard that too. I thought it was one of
Yeah.
you guys.
That's
Such a Pearl thing to say.
that's why I recommended everybody leave because I don't know what the fuck that was.
I think I do a pretty good Pam. I'm just saying.
Yeah, you're doing an excellent job.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, I guess we're in it, so we might as well find out what it is.
I look at Morton and go, dude, like, there'll be other times to participate in that kind of shit, but dude.
Oh, you were no fun, my friend.
I'm gonna
Where's your
walk
sense of
over to Mort.
adventure?
I'm gonna clap him on the shoulder pretty heartily and hold out my hand for the shackles. And I'll say, "You did great."
I'm gonna head up this way and start looking around for shit. Just anything that sticks out.
Investigation check. What's everyone else
Is
up
her-
to?
Is her book still in here?
Yes, it is on the little altar near where Taddy is currently standing.
I'm going to go over to that and read it, flip through it.
Yeah, it's basically just a Bible.
Okay.
It's the teachings
Bible
of
of
Talos.
Talos.
Yeah, it's
Well,
it's not,
I'm gonna
it's not a Bible per se because it doesn't tell the story of Talos. It's Talos' teaching. So it's pages of the tenets of Talos and the proper ways to worship Talos and why those are the proper ways to worship Talos.
Okay, I'm gonna put my best little concentrating student hat on and look for some particularly interesting sections and just read them and try to remember some of this shit because it might come in handy.
I'm going to say make a history check on that. And if you roll above
Okay.
a 12, you got it.
Can I roll guidance on this one?
Yeah, because you're free now, so you can recast it.
Ah, dang it. Wait.
Am
Yes.
That was your 12. There you go.
14.
Yeah.
Woo.
14.
If I'm
Okay.
standing there looking at you going over this book, I'm gonna tell you, just take it.
I mean,
If they ask
Uh,
why, you tell them that you're a high priestess and there's a new addition to the book and they got the wrong one.
I'm gonna look at Taddy and So I nod my head with that. Yeah.
Taddy sees Silt like studying this book. just take it. You're the fucking
Take
boss
it.
right now.
Right. That's
Sometimes
it.
you need Taddy to tell you to take something, you know?
Take it. What the fuck?
Permission to steal Taddy.
I'm just saying, I know somebody who might be interested in that book table.
It's
So
going in the
anybody who's looking around for anything, roll an investigation check.
Al finds dead bodies. I see those coffins in that room.
Oh boy,
So,
not
as
tonight.
as I roll this, would it have been possible for Mort to take one of the sets of shackles from the wall and throw it in his bag?
So the shackles are not on the wall.
Mm.
They were
Oh,
taken
damn it.
with the acolytes.
Never mind.
Oh, that reminds me. Thank you, Mort, for that reminder. I hand those manacles back to Silt.
Thank you.
But yeah, I took those off of Mort when I realized that they weren't slaves.
I'm
So
putting
nobody.
that in my.
Go ahead.
I was just gonna say I'm putting that in my inventory as a Talos not Bible.
Okay, perfect.
Talos non-Bible.
So nobody finds anything except for Mortimer. That back wall where I put those little hash marks looks weird to you. Like the bricks don't quite match up.
I begin pressing on them.
Is there an
Oh,
opening to
just-
my left?
Quietly by yourself,
No,
Mortimer.
That's just the
Okay.
map.
Okay.
Roll a dexterity saving throw, Mortimer.
Yeah, of course.
Mortimer's all about that adventure life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure is. Well, it's nice to
Boy.
meet you.
You find the correct brick to release the lock on this secret hidden door. You failed to account for the fact that it is spring-loaded, and you just lost 8 points of your temporary hit points as it flies forward and busts you in the nose.
It's like the teenagers are walking into the playground that they've been playing on for years, and that young toddler gets there for the very first time, and he jumps on that slide that burns the shit out of his ass for
Or runs around the corner too fast and headbutts one of the
Ugh.
steel support poles.
uh-huh.
Goodness.
Oh man, good times.
Mhm.
Hearing the door fling open, Pearl is gonna run over. Oh my god, are you okay? What happened?
I'm walking over there just
Is that fresh blood I smell?
You play your wife so well.
That's funny.
Yeah, she's actually gonna do this. She'll be like, "Oh, here, tilt your head to the side," and she's gonna fill up her one empty vial with your nose blood.
Yes, that's what I'm talking about. Waste
As
not, want not.
as I walk in his room. What'd you do?
And it was completely involuntary on your part. So it's like, "Oh, hold still." She pulls the cork out and like grabs you by the hair and just wrenches your head to the side. He's like, "You're already hurt. Just deal with it."
I look at Mortimer. Mortimer, you get used to it.
Mortimer's
Really?
gonna be like,
Really?
I haven't been handled like this since the last escapade with my wife.
Mortimer,
Uh,
you're an interesting fellow.
Once the vial is full, Pearl will step back, cork it, and be like holding it up and looking at it, and be like, "That'll be good."
So, did the door open with the release of that brick?
It's open about a foot right now.
Okay, so while they're playing fill the bottle, yeah, I'm gonna walk over and
Fill the bottle.
take a peek in.
You are able to see a small stone chamber. With the angle you're looking, you'll see a little bit more. You'll see some steps down the one side, and there is a dirt path. Or a carved path, rather. Sorry.
So I'm gonna go, hey guys, there's something down here. And then I'm walking.
Yes, indeed.
As you
Yeah,
step in, you'll see more of the same, and the path leads off to the right.
Okay. And I assume the black wall is an actual wall behind me, south of me.
Yeah, that's just a stone wall.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
Pearl would be like, "Okay, guys, let's go."
I'm gonna keep
Shrug.
walking
Let's
right
go.
to the middle.
As you get there and look around the corner, you'll see that tunnel just keeps going. You think you catch little flickers of light at the end of it, but it's some 500-600 yards down. So you can't tell if your eyes are playing a trick on you or if there's actually a flicker of light at the end of the tunnel.
Okay. Well, I'll wait for. Hopefully everybody catches up, and if and when they do, I will say, I saw some flickers of light in that direction, and we all heard the sounds, and it's the only other direction we can go, as far as I know. So I'm guessing whatever was calling to us is that way. As I point down the hallway, tunnel.
Let's do it.
Shall we, Pearl?
Let's go. You continue down the tunnel. As you thought before, it's about 500-600 yards. Getting narrower and narrower as you go. So by the end of the tunnel, it is to the point where you're not quite walking sideways, but almost sideways. Bear with me, I'm setting up this next map. When you get to the end of that 500-600 yards, it is a squeeze through. But following that squeeze, it does open up into a fixed room. It almost looks as if there was an intentional cave in here to try and block the pathway. Oh, that's not the right button.
Well, I would wager Taddy being Taddy, I probably not having a whole lot of issues with this then.
Not as much as others.
Yeah, that's what I figured. Taking you guys so long. What the hell?
Bear with me here. Just getting this map.
Suck your gut in, guys. Suck your gut in.
I think I can just... Okay. So as you squeeze through that last little bit, ignore the bodies on this map. I didn't realize there were any.
Oh, you got a little excited there. Then you took it away.
Yep.
It happens. You find
It's all right.
yourselves on the other side of the crack. Giggity. In a paved chamber. So the floors, walls, and ceilings are carved brick. There is a small, seemingly arcane flame directly in front of you. A door to your left and a hallway to your right.
Okay. Let's start with the door. Wonder what's in here.
So there was no bodies here, right?
Correct.
Okay.
The door swings right open for you. Reveals a small closet-like chamber. A couple shelves and chests, none of which have anything in or on them.
Oh, that saves me time, because I was going to say, let's go check the chest.
Mm-hmm.
You already know.
Yes, I do. Mortimer, as you move to the left, you see a drainage opening. When you look through it, it is like an inch wide drainage crack. Nothing you could crawl through or anything. There is a door on the floor that seemingly used to be in the hallway between the two rooms, and a couple of baskets, all of which are empty.
Okay. He will look back and say, I have a door. And I will go inspect the door.
Did you do that?
Do what?
The door.
Well, I don't do the door.
Like
I mean,
you took it off the hinges, left it laying there? What'd you
Yeah,
do
I
that
don't-
for?
No, I'm assuming this is the. Are you talking about like a door on the floor or like?
So this door
Yeah.
here looks
Okay.
like it should have been here, like this door is.
Okay, never mind. I misunderstood. I thought this was like a door on the floor.
No,
Kinda
that's
thing.
that's the drainage ditch. That
Gotcha.
when you look through, it's like stupid fucking narrow and couldn't fit through if you tried.
I actually stopped to check the other room. So while when I turned while you were checking over there, I was over there. Now that I'm back over here, I see you standing there with the door on the floor. So
Yeah, no, wasn't me.
oh,
What?
well, I'm gonna say, after that after that last door that you opened, I have to say it just like that too. That door you opened. Hold on there, Mr. Mort. And I'm gonna step in and look around for anything.
It is a room with a couple empty baskets in it and a drainage
I'm-
ditch. As
I'm gonna
previously
look it
described.
over at Taddy and Mort and Gal and Pearl and say, "Hold on, guys," and I'm gonna pull this lever.
You would have noticed that Gal was kind of chuckling watching these boys run back and forth.
You pull the lever, and I'm just gonna go ahead and open this whole thing up now. And the door slides away, revealing a hidden chamber. From where you're standing at the far end, up on that upper level, it's about 15
Mhm.
feet off the deck, you see a old, seemingly human man, borderline nothing but skin and bones, restrained, wrists and ankles by 4 glowing rings that seem to not be chained to anything.
At the sound of a door opening, I am rushing to Silt's side. Ooh, what'd you find?
Old guy, restrained.
Oh,
Wait a second, guys. Pearl is going to step up and pop her divine sense. So she's gonna
okay.
and just like sniff the air.
Has the old guy seen us?
He has his head down.
Okay, I'm gonna get out of line of sight from him. After I saw him, I don't want him to.
Pearl will turn back to the rest of you. Go. Well, I think it's clear. I don't smell anything bad.
Do we recognize this person?
You do not. You cannot see their face.
Oh,
Patty,
If
are
I
you
I'm
walked.
just straight
closer?
walking in.
Are you still disguised as an acolyte?
Yes.
Okay, I'll stay.
Well, I don't really leave disguises, so I mean, unless I have a reason to change it, yeah, I'm probably gonna be an acolyte for a while.
Okay. I'll
Taddy,
stay disguised as the high
Okay.
priest.
Taddy, as you step in the room, you see that a river flows from right to left. Although flowing with a little bit of speed, you can see that it would be, for an average human, mid-thigh to waist deep. And in the four corners of the chamber are glowing arcane lanterns, all with a blue hue to them.
Okay.
Now that you're a little bit closer, you can also see that that male has a blue ring around his neck as well. So he is restrained 5 times.
Okay. Well, I would, as soon as I get in here, if there's no change in his positioning, I would say, are you the one that was calling at us? Who are you?
A moment passes where you can only hear the water flowing, and you just hear a vague, faint coming from that end of the chamber. Like the really
Okay.
dry, raspy, trying to talk but can't.
Gotcha. Okay, so I'm gonna kind of turn and say, guys, I want to go check this out, but I don't want to be in here alone.
I'll come with.
So, I'm gonna use my flight
Okay.
and shoot on. I don't know why, but I'm gonna. There we go. Let's start here.
I'm gonna tell people I'm gonna stay back here hidden just in case. I will be there immediately if you need me. But
Okay.
I don't
Be
know.
scared. Where's your sense of adventure?
Taddy, now that you
Facepalm.
can see behind this man, the wall behind him has the sigil of Talos carved into the wall. It's clear that it wasn't an original part of the architectural design and was added afterwards when this room was repurposed as whatever this is. And Mortimer,
Does it
what are
have
you
any remnants of what was there before that?
doing? It does not.
Okay.
It looks like it was a smooth wall, or it was smoothed
Okay.
and then carved. Mortimer, what are you doing?
I am examining whatever this thing is.
Pillar.
Pillar. Thank you. I was
make an
looking for the word.
Make an Arcana check.
Nope.
You have no clue. It's a really fancy lantern. Like
Okay, so-
lamppost is a better word, not lantern.
So if there's still no changes in his demeanor, movement, any of that, I'm going to continue to come up the steps to him.
Okay.
I'm going to pull out my water skin, say, here, bud, see if this helps. And, like, reach out to pour a little bit of water in his mouth.
So he is suspended with he's like chin to chest right now. And you hold the water skin up to him, and you see some movement in his eyes, but now that you can see his eyes, you can see that they're completely whited over. And slight jerky movements like he's trying to lift his head, but he can't.
Get in close and help him drink the water.
Okay. So you lift his head and pour a little water in, and he and his head drops again.
Okay. Does that make it easier for you to communicate with us? Like, can you tell me who you are? What's going on?
It's literally just like labored breathing noises.
Okay. Well, look, man, I'm assuming you're the one that asked for help, and I think we're all eager to give you help as long as we know that we should be helping, but we don't know if we should or not if we don't know what's going on.
Should I try to cut him down?
Well, Pearl, we can try once we find out whether we should. Right now, I don't know, because we don't know nothing about this guy. That's what I'm trying to get out of him, but we're getting nothing here. Man, you got to give us a look at him, man. You got to give us a reason to help you. You want help. Last time I blindly helped somebody, I ended up without memories for a year. So, just look at him and go, would more water help you talk? What's going on here, man?
Pearl is going to reach out and give him some lay on hands. Try to pump a little bit of...
I don't
You
think
didn't-
that whisper worked, Colin.
Yeah,
It didn't work! It's okay. Don't worry about it.
Why didn't it work?
Uh,
Oh, it's backslash then W, not W backslash.
Damn. That's okay. It's a normal conversation.
didn't
Ish.
hear a thing.
At least it wasn't meet me in the bedroom 5 minutes naked.
Oh my goodness.
That's
The,
on text message.
The lay on hands, the energy will flow into him, and he'll lift his head about an inch, and you'll just hear that collars, and his head is going to collapse as he passes out.
Okay, so you said he's got restraints on him, and then he's got the collar too?
So he's got it's 5 restraints, one around each ankle, one around each wrist, and one around his neck. And these things are like collars that are keeping him suspended off the ground as if he's chained to the ceiling, but there are no chains. They all glow with the same color of these lanterns in the corners of the room.
Okay. I'm gonna look at the group and say, maybe we should pull the collar. Like, we'll leave the rest. But for right now, maybe we can pull the collar and get some information out of him? No, Gallon, that's just a carving. As far as we know.
Gotcha. Thanks. I was just double checking.
Yep. I mean, we haven't gone over to inspect it yet. I mean, I suppose it could be another hidden door, but right now, as far as we know, it's just a carving in the wall.
What are you looking at, Gallon?
Anything that seems out of the ordinary.
Well, these 4 lampposts glowing with arcane energy, seemingly have the same energy as the collars.
Oh, that's inaccurate. That's not what I wanted.
And there's a very naked, very skeletal man suspended midair.
I'm gonna actually yell out, Silt! You probably want to come in here, because this has got weird vibes to it that we don't know nothing about.
I'm gonna drop the priest disguise and come in.
Okay.
And attempt to cross this river without getting wet.
Yeah, it is not a problem to jump from rock to rock.
Phew.
I'm gonna be like, Silt, like, he's got these glowy rings on his wrists and his neck, and he can't really talk with the one around his neck. I'm thinking maybe we pull the one around the neck so we can get some information out of him, but I don't know, because I don't know what the hell I'm dealing with here.
I mean, I could try something. Hearing no objections, Mort will cast. Oh, go ahead.
I'm waiting to hear from my friend.
Oh. I'm going to try this. And I'll cast Identify on the caller.
Give me a second.
See if that helps at all.
Are
Oof.
you
Ugly.
ritualing that, or are you burning a spell slot?
If I can ritual it, yes.
Yeah, it just takes 10 minutes.
Oh yeah, it is a ritual.
Mm-hmm. So you can do it as a ritual. It takes you 10 minutes to cast it.
I will leave that up to the team. I can burn a slot, or I can try to do it for 10 minutes. Worth a shot. I'm going to do it as a ritual, not hearing anybody's
I mean,
objection.
if you're asking the group more, I tell you, we got time.
Okay. Then I'll cast it as a ritual then.
Okay. So over the course of the next 10 minutes, you all walk around inspecting things. Nobody is able to recognize... Well, Taddy, I need an Arcana check from you, because you're the only one who hasn't rolled one yet. Oh, you and
Well, that's
Pearl.
because
Roll
I
Pearls
don't.
right now.
I'm not a. Yeah.
Hey, you never know. Leave it to the dice.
Yeah. I don't know how I would have came up with the information, but hey, you know what?
But you know what? You recall some vague story that your great-great-grandpappy told you once about elves and their magical restraining systems. And this matches the story perfectly. You know that somewhere in this room is going to be some type of clue to a code word or code words. And those code word or code words will be the unlocking mechanism of these restraints. And just as you come to that realization, Mortimer concludes his ritual, Identify, and you reach out to touch one of the shackles, and as you do so, you take 1 point of singeing damage as it burns your hand, but when you pull your hand back, you get the same information Taddy just got, and script appears on the shackle that you touched. Do you speak Elvish?
Sorry, I was muted. I do.
Beautiful. In Elvish, that is what you read.
Above table, I love a fucking good riddle.
I'll finish one message.
Is that water?
Hmm?
Is that water?
Hmm.
Can everybody see that?
See what?
That message that you sent me?
I can see it, but I can't see it. So I would ask Galen, because I know she's in Elf. I'd say, what does that say? I'd ask her.
I would translate it for everybody.
Okay. Okay.
I assumed as much. That's why I just put it in the chat box.
I'm making a note. Mortimer speaks Elvish.
Fucking high elfy better.
I mean, so okay, so if I'm familiar with the mechanics of it, then I know what I gotta like touch it and say the words.
You hear Galen say something in Elvish. If you speak Elvish, you know what she said. And as she does so, the shackle on the left ankle falls off and disappears in an arcane poof. At the same
shit.
time, that lamp goes out.
I'm gonna say, shit, that's not the one we wanted.
I'm going to unwind Grand Tempest from my waist and have him in my hand.
Was anyone else getting any bad vibes? Vibe check? Anybody vibe check?
So wait, so somebody spoke Elvish, and the one fell off.
Mm-hmm.
If I understand correctly.
Galen, what did
one-
you say?
I said water.
Ah, okay. So that's
Was
what
that the
the
one-
riddle.
Yeah, was that
Okay.
the one that was on there? That had
That
the
was-
writing. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that was the one that had the writing on it.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Which
so,
one?
So
Which
We
one
want
should
the
we
one on-
tackle next?
the neck, just the neck. That's all we want. We didn't want the one on his foot. We want the neck one so he can talk.
I mean,
Do the ritual again?
What? You shouldn't need the ritual again. You just need to
Touch it?
use the words that are on the neck collar.
but we don't know the words on the neck collar.
Because it got revealed when he did the ritual.
Yeah, I didn't get it until I did the ritual.
Mortimer, make an insight check.
I'm gonna go check out this pillar to see if I see any clues.
Okay, make an investigation check.
Oh yeah, there you go, Mortimer.
With a nat
Oh!
20,
Oh yeah, again.
Nat 20.
Nat 20. We love puzzles.
Mortimer, with a nat 20, you would know that it wasn't identifying it, it was the fact you touched it. Like the ring of power from the Lord of the Rings. When you touched
of Lord of the Rings,
it
this is-
revealed the writing.
So with the idea of getting zapped again exciting him, Mortimer will touch the neck collar.
Oh, this guy.
Again in Elvish. Galen, you are inspecting the lamppost and kind of lose yourself staring into the bluish green turquoise hue that it is. And for a moment, you see 5 faces staring at this weird monitor-like object, wondering what the hell is going on in this room. Above table, you broke the third wall for a split second.
Okay. I rolled a nat 20 and
That's
rolled-
awesome.
That's hilarious. Well, I'm not gonna bother with it and then just go back to doing what we do.
So
You don't
yeah,
find
I'll
anything
translate.
on the lamppost.
I'll translate the next riddle.
And it's in Elvish again, right?
Yes.
But he translates it into common for all of you. Stay off Google, Brad. I see you typing.
No, I'm
Staring
looking
your
at something
third
else.
monitor. Uh-huh.
You.
At least try.
I was looking at something else for your information. Thank you.
Don't freak out. I have a system built for if you guys can't figure it out.
The night? Nightfall?
Interesting.
Well, the night, you. Sometimes it's called nightfall, and then dawn breaks.
Mm-hmm.
That's what falls, but does not break. Dawn breaks, night falls. So nightfall.
As you say it in Elvish, the shackle around his neck falls away in an arcane poof, and he is now hanging haphazardly with his arms like back behind him like this, as his arms are still restrained and haven't moved, but his neck gave way.
I instantly give Galen a high five, just like a.
Mort, you touched that one as well, right?
Yep.
Okay, you no longer have temporary hit points.
I mean, no, I did not.
Too late for that, bud. Okay,
For the-
Neckolin's
for the
gone.
record-
Come on, buddy.
When you touch it, all of you can see the writing. It's
Okay.
not just who touches it can see it.
Yeah, I just can't read it. I can see it. I just can't read
Well,
it.
he was real excited to touch it because it gave him tingles or whatever. So
Yeah.
Little
nobody
zappy
could
zap.
stop him.
It's a
That's
little
right.
We call that the zippy zap, my friend.
Okay, so upon seeing the collar around his neck fall off, I'm going to say, we're going to stop there until we get some answers. Who are you, mister?
He
Isn't he
is
passed out?
still unconscious.
I'd give him some more water.
You pour some water, try to get it in his mouth, pour a little over his head. There's no response. He is out.
Wake him up? I mean, I could stab him and that'd probably wake him up, but I know it looks like he's almost on death's door already. That's probably be a bad thing.
If you had to guess above table, Mortimer, you would say he has like 1 hit point left.
Let me try something, my little friend. And I will tilt his head back and tell him, here, drink this. And give him a healing potion.
Okay.
Like, kind of pour it down his gullet.
You pour the healing potion into his mouth and hold his head back. And when you think you're good, you slowly let his head go forward and the potion just drops out of his mouth.
And splashes
What?
onto Mortimer. Oh wait, you don't have it. It's just temporary hit points you lost. Never
Yeah.
mind.
Make sure you mark off the use of that potion.
I
It
did.
had no effect.
I don't.
Well,
I
I'm
don't.
guessing no effect because he didn't swallow it.
I don't know, guys. I don't
I mean,
know.
I can hit him with the cure wounds, but I only have so many of those.
We just need to decide if we're gonna help this man or leave him.
No.
Depends on how
him.
vicariously.
Hit him with it. Hit him with it. Hit him with it.
As soon as you say hit him, Mort like pulls back like he's about to hit him, kind of thing, and he goes
With the
"Oh."
heel. With the heel.
Pearl,
With the heel.
Pearl
Mind.
grabs your
Never
arm and be like, no.
He said hit him.
Well, wait a minute, Pearl. Ain't you got some healing in you somewhere?
I already gave him 1 dose. It didn't do anything. It woke him up
Oh,
a
she-
tiny bit and then he passed out. Yeah, she used a lay on hands, which
hmm
woke him up just long enough to say the shackles, and then he passed out.
Oh,
Oh.
he said the shackles?
Yeah.
Then I'm gonna reach out and touch
Yeah,
the other foot.
Yeah, but I'm afraid if we unshackle him, we don't know who he is. What are we unshackling here?
Yeah, well,
You
too late.
touch
I
it,
already touched the other one.
taking 1 point of searing damage.
Didn't we already get that one? No.
Galen immediately blurts out Day, having heard Taddy before, and the ankle shackle wisps off.
I'm gonna touch a hand shackle.
Gal, as soon as you
Actually, I'm
say
gonna
that, you
touch
get
both at
another.
once.
Gal gets another from Mortimer.
What
Well, that
rooms
depends.
Can't you enter? Rooms.
Are we talking chastity belt or no chastity belt?
No chastity.
Oh!
Gallon again.
Galen, what'd you say this time?
Mushroom!
What the fuck?
Nice.
Okay, above table. How the fuck do you know this?
It's just mushroom. Just a mushroom, man.
And the last-
one
As Galen pulls out like 18 fucking mushrooms from her bag.
That's fair.
the last shackle around his wrist. So he is just hanging that one wrist up in the air, the rest of his body limp. Touch it for the last riddle.
Black when you get it, red when you use it, white when you're done with it.
Mortimer shouts something out in Elvish, trying not to be stood up by Galen, and
Good.
nothing
Is
happens.
it Cole? Is
Oh,
it
that's
Cole?
a good one.
What'd you say, Mortimer?
Galen quickly rebuts with something in Elvish following Silt saying Cole, and the last shackle gives way, and he
That's such a
collapses.
I'm
good
gonna
one,
catch him.
Katie.
I'm gonna catch him.
Okay.
Sounds
you
ready.
Catch him. He is still unconscious and out of it.
I'm gonna put him gently on the ground.
So
As you-
I'm
Go ahead.
gonna say, well, he's not shackled anymore. Try and heal him again.
I'm gonna put manacles on his wrists, just in case.
Okay. So you shackle him up.
Yeah, but with completely mundane shackles.
As you shackle him with mundane shackles, the room begins to shake. So much so that some of the brick ceiling starts to fall. You hear an arcane arc blast out from all four corners of the room. You quickly look and see 4 creatures have appeared from within the lampposts. Pearl is going to quick pull her pistol, grab the old man around the torso and say, I got him. Let's get the fuck out of here. And I need everybody to roll initiative.
Oh. Blech.
Get these guys real quick. All right. And Galen, you're up first.
Oh. Yeah, I'm going to.
Oh, I can do this real quick. Hold on.
Jesus.
There you go. These are what popped out of the lamppost.
Okay, first off, they're really cute.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of want one as a pet, but also like we already got a lot going on our plates. Okay.
Give it the old pss, 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 pss.
I do that, and Silt looks over me like, "What?"
Fuck you say about my mom?
Yeah. What the fuck? I'm going to cast. Hunter's Mark.
Okay. It's fun.
Let's do the one over here. Do my. Yeah,
Maybe they
like over
just
here.
want to talk.
So number 1, you want to put it on this guy?
Yeah, I'll put it there first.
All right. I will put a note on him. Marked. Okay, he's marked. And are you doing that move, or were you doing that just to...
Yeah, I am. Well, I'm gonna because I still worry about Mortimer, so I'm gonna move here, and then fire.
Okay. That shot is gonna miss.
Okay, hold on. Switcho, changeo. Dice are on timeout.
That one will hit. You didn't put your hunter's mark on.
I did not. You're right.
Roll a d6 in the chat box. Maxed it out. Nice. And then
By the way, they just released new dice.
Huh?
They just released new dice.
And I gotta buy some for playing Morg. Okay.
And then your Dread Ambusher shot.
All right, that's the last one.
It's Monsters Volume 2, if anybody is interested.
Okay. That hits. Make sure you put on your Dread Ambusher and your Hunter's Mark the DMG 1d6 effect. And we got to put this on you.
Okay, and now roll damage.
Hold on.
Okay.
That's
Almost
the
dropped it.
wrong.
Almost.
That's the wrong Dread Ambusher effect.
Damn it.
So you need the one that has the DMG 1d8, because that's how
Okay.
it'll know to add 1d8. And then you need to do the same thing with the Hunter's Mark, the DMG 1d6. Okay, there's that one. And then your Hunter's
Okay,
Mark.
this one. Pop.
Now roll damage.
Okay.
16 points of damage. Anything else for your turn?
That will be my turn. Thank you so much for your help, DM. I appreciate it.
I'm here for you. Taddy.
Okay. Teddy's going to kind of look at Galen and say, Burl suggests we get the fuck out of here. I say we get the fuck out of here. And I'm dashing. For the door.
That is 80 feet of movement right there.
Mm-hmm. That's actually where I'm going to stop. Because I'm using my action to dash. My bonus action to cunning action dash.
Okay. So that'd give you, what, 90 total, and you're using 80 of it?
Yep.
Okay. Mortimer.
So Mort is going to... He's going to yell out to the rest of the group, "Let us vanish like the whispers in the wind, leaving only awe in our wake. To the shadows, to safety, to freedom, my friends, let's go." And he's going to give a bardic inspiration to Gal.
Okay.
With that.
So Galen, you will have, what are you, a D6 right now?
I think so.
Yeah, a D6. So you will have a D6 that you can add to any attack, saving throw, or ability check for the next hour.
Do you want me to drop it on her? Or no?
Yeah, that effect,
Damn.
put that on her.
There we go.
Beautiful, thank you.
And then with that, and with a little bit of gusto, he is going to take his first 30 feet of movement off the edge with some gusto. And then take another...
Front flip for style.
Yeah.
Acrobatics
Yeah.
check because you wanted to be extra.
Okay.
If you're doing a front flip, definitely an acrobatics check.
It's worth a try.
Roll a d4.
Could
in the
be
chat
that.
box. You ever seen people try to go off a diving board and do a front flip and they belly flop? Yeah, you took 2 points of bludgeoning damage as you landed on your face, and you are prone.
Fair enough. I don't think I can stand up.
Nope,
I
that
have an
was...
action.
Well, that was... Where were you? You were there. 5, 10... Technically, you've only used half your movement, so you could still stand up.
Are you going by the squares or by the movement?
I'm going by your movement. So to the edge was 15 feet, and then you jumped. And to
Okay.
jump and fall doesn't cost you any movement.
Okay, so then yeah, I would use the rest of my movement to stand up. Do I lose my action? That is a great shot, Mike.
You don't lose. No, you still have your action.
Could I burn that to do a dash?
Yes, you can.
And then just moved right here. Sorry, right there. And
Try that again.
It should have been 25. So right there.
Anything else for you?
I think that's it, because Bardic Inspiration, that takes an action, I believe, right?
No, the Bardic Inspiration's a bonus action.
Okay, but that's action, bonus
and
action,
then
movement.
you used your action to
good.
dash, so that's everything.
Yep,
All right. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. These guys get one of each, so he's going to try to bite you first, Taddy. Which misses. Fling around, try to hit you with his tail. Hits. You got anything for that, Mike?
I do, but I'm gonna hold it.
Okay.
Well, is he the only one attacking?
Right now, yes.
Okay.
The other one, 3 took its turn already. 4 hit you with his tail for 9 points of damage, which was all absorbed by your temporary hit points.
Okay. I'm fine for right now then.
Okay. Silt, you are up. I have to step. Go ahead and take your turn, but I have to step away for 2 seconds. My dog needs to go up.
Hmm. Well, this will be easy. I am casting tongues on myself. And moving here.
Alrighty.
I'm casting tongues on myself.
Yep, I heard.
Okay.
Do you have a thing for? Nope, there's no effect on that.
Mm-mm.
Okay. Anything else for your turn?
No, I'm just moving here.
Alrighty, that brings us to Pearl's turn. She heaves the old man up over her shoulder. Gets right up to the edge next to you with him, and she is going to take 2 shots. First one hits. And give me 1 second. Yeah, fuck it. She is going to make it a violent shot. Nine points of damage. Second shot going for the same one. Misses. That is going to end her turn. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. He's going to dash. He is going to be not happy. 10, 20, 25, 30. I'll put him right there. Bite. Misses. Tail. Misses. Oops. Top of the round, I need a dexterity saving throw from Taddy. Beautiful. You are able to nimbly duck out of the way as a rock falls from the ceiling and smashes onto the ground right next to you. Galen, your turn.
All right, everyone's leaving, so I am also leaving. I'm probably gonna have to take an attack of opportunity.
Okay.
Disengage, I guess.
It's your action to disengage, so it's your choice. You can either use your action to not get an attack of opportunity or still disengage and have your action. Your call.
Yeah, I'll just run.
Okay. So he's going to try to bite you as you go, and he is going to hit you. 5
If,
points of damage, all absorbed, though.
Since you took the damage, you did not disengage. You can use your action to dash and double your movement.
Yes.
Okay, cool. I will,
Unless you had something else in mind, but I was just letting you know that was an option you had too.
yeah, I'll shoot at the Drake that's coming closely towards our group.
Alrighty. That'll hit. 8 points of damage. That will hit as well. Another 5 points of damage.
All right, and that'll be my turn.
Alrighty. Taddy.
Okay. See here. Are these guys ground based?
Currently,
They don't seem to have wings.
they definitely do not have wings.
Okay. I'm gonna bonus action disengage, and I'm just gonna move up 30 feet.
Okay.
And I still got my action, so I'm guess I'll attack the one that attacked me.
Okay. That'd be number 4.
Yeah.
That hits. 8 points of damage. You bonus action disengage.
Oh, that's right. I'm glad you caught that. Thanks.
I'm on it. Anything else
Yep,
for your
yep.
turn?
Yeah, I'm up here, you bastard. Come on. That's it.
Mortimer.
Good old Mort is going to jump over here and then take his movement. 30 feet, we'll say this direction.
Alrighty.
And then he is going to cast. For this one, he's going to cast Minor Illusion. But let me make sure I can do. I think I can. Wait. Oh, never mind. No, he's not casting Minor Illusion. He's gonna cast Vicious Mockery
Alright.
on. We'll say, I think the range on that's what, 60 feet.
Yep.
We will cast that on Drake number 4.
Okay.
I'm just gonna do it for now because I did not look at my mockeries at the moment.
It's alright. He succeeds. So
That's what
whatever you
happens.
shout out, he's not paying attention. He's up on his hind legs, like trying to nip at Taddy's toes, who's way out of reach.
Yeah. Anybody who can hear it, you would just hear Mortimer go, rude. And that's
Anything
the end of his
else?
turn.
All right, beautiful. Number 3 is going to jump in the water and swim this way. 30. He is still in the water there.
Gross. What a bad choice.
Number 4. Let's see how smart he is going to continue nipping at the air, trying to get after Taddy. Silt.
Okay, well, I'm going to try this.
Okay.
I'm going to cast Suggestion on this one that just swam up to me in the water,
Okay.
which I don't know what they speak or understand, but it doesn't matter because I
Because you
cast
cast
tongues
tongues.
before.
All right. He fails his saving throw. So what do you say?
I'm going to say to him, your orders have changed. The 4 of you are to guard that dais behind me until the sun shines in this chamber from intruders, and let us go.
Okay.
And I trust that that works, and I'm going to cross the river over. Can I get to this rock to the southwest to
Talking
jump
about
across that way?
This one?
No, this one here.
That one. That
Yeah.
would be a longer jump. I would either need an athletics check or you'd have to back up to get a running start into it. So 15, you burn 15 feet of movement, you can make the jump. Or you can go to that other one. No issues.
Yeah, I'll burn 15 feet of movement to make the jump.
Okay. So that'll be your movement then. Anything else for your turn?
Yeah, I'm going to tell all of my compadres, point at the one in the water and say, do not attack that one, please. He has new orders from me.
All right. Is that it for you?
Yeah.
Beautiful. Pearl being Pearl. Gonna try and make the jump. She jumps. Her foot just misses the edge. And they both fall into the water. Guard Drake 2. Excuse me. Is going to give chase, disappearing below the surface of the water. Drake 1. 30. bite for Gallon. Hits. And a tail as well. Misses. At the top of the round, I need Gallon to make a dexterity saving throw. Beautiful. You nimbly get out of the way as a rock from the ceiling falls and smashes in the ground right next to you. Also, as that rock falls and smashes, a whirlpool lifts up out of where Pearl splashed into the water, is there for about 3 seconds, and then is gone.
Oh, good. That sounds like good news.
Gallon, you're up.
So I can't see Pearl at all.
You cannot. To clarify, you guys could see the bottom of this stream. So when she went in the water with the guy and the drake, you could see them. And then the whirlpool happened, and now they're gone. Brad, let me know when you've read that whisper.
Would I... God. Shit. I kind of want to just shout out to the team, like, team, what are we doing?
Is she shouting that? Are you
Yes.
shouting that?
Yeah.
I'm going to reply shortly. I'm going in. Fuck it.
Oh my gosh! Okay, I'm going after Silk because Silk's jumping in the water. Which is crazy.
Okay. Well, it's your turn, Gallon, so...
Yeah, I'm gonna jump in the water. Fuck it. I'll go in after where I last saw her.
Okay. You get in the water, a quick glance around. All 3 of them are gone.
Was anything gonna take me away?
There is a little bit of a current, but it's not so strong that you can't swim against it.
Alright. And then, that was all my movement, right?
Yep.
Alrighty. And that's all I can do.
Well, you still got your action and your bonus action.
Okay. Can I pop my head out of the water?
You're still at the surface, yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna say, guys, no sign of them. They disappeared. And then, yeah, I'll just, fuck it. I'm gonna shoot it. Drake 3.
Oh my god, not the one that I told you not
Oh,
to
no,
hurt.
you're right. Sorry. No, you're right. You're right. You're so
Nope,
right.
she said 3. She said 3.
No, I changed my mind. I changed my mind. I'm just gonna end my turn.
Okay. Taddy.
Okay. Against my better judgment, I'm coming back down. As I come back down, I'm gonna land where I am.
Okay.
So just bring me all the way down. As I'm coming down, I'm gonna yell, "Mort, get the fuck out!"
Make an insight
And
check.
yeah, okay.
Okay. Continue.
And after hearing Silt say something about they have new orders, gonna hold a dagger attack. for if this Drake attacks me.
Okay.
Can I do that?
Yeah.
Okay. Then that's what I'm going to do.
All right. Mortimer, you're up.
All right. Let me see here.
Taddy just yelled,
Mort.
"Get the fuck out!"
No, I have not typed it yet.
Okay.
Sorry. I'm vicious mockery again on 4.
It fails.
Okay, so
Damage,
that.
and then put that effect on it as well.
Give him that, and then Mort is going to run by, yelling, "Excuse me, I'm just gonna scooch by here. Just scooching by. Excuse me." Hey,
Oh, my shirt.
and that is it for my turn.
Okay. Number 3. 5. Is going to come back over by this lamppost it was contained in and curl up on the ground. Number 4 is going to run around Taddy, leaving your space if you want to take a swing.
Yep.
It'll be here when you do that.
Okay. I mean, it's going to move. I ain't going to do enough damage to stop it.
Well, it's just you won't get the sneak attack is why I put it back. Because it's as it's leaving this space, but before it gets to this space.
So I do or don't?
You do not.
Okay. That's what I figured.
Alright, so that's your reaction. It is going to attack Mortimer.
Yeah, I figured.
Huzzah!
But it nat 1s on its first strike. So, Mortimer, if you would like to take a reactionary attack against it.
Sure, why not? As he does that, I will reactionary strike, yelling, "Honda!"
But you will miss. It then twirls around and goes after you with its tail, which hits. 5 points of damage. Silt, you're up.
Mort.
Shit. These things can't be very smart. Oh, I'm gonna jump back over here.
Okay. That will be all your movement to do so. Because you weren't able to
Okay.
do a running jump.
And I'm going to speak as loudly as I can to guard Drake 1. And how much action is it to do a persuasion?
Nothing. That's
Check.
just the speech. You just can't
Okay.
like give a speech. This is all within
Yeah.
6 seconds.
Yeah. And I'm going to
What do you
have
say?
guidance on that. I'm going to point it where the whirlpool was and say, "Take me to them."
Okay.
And hope it goes well.
Anything else for your turn?
No, because guidance is an action, so I'm all. That's it.
All right. Guard Drake 1 looks at you, kind of tilts its head. Your best guess is it understands you, but it's like, fuck are you talking about? and then turns around, goes back by its lamppost, and curls up and lays down. At the top of the round, Silt, I need a dex saving throw.
Mort, you realize what happened, right?
What?
Silk convinced these guys with her suggestion to leave us alone, and you attacked one and
She said
knocked the
don't
spell
attack
off.
number 3.
Number 3 is the only one suggested.
Yeah, but she told them new orders for you guys, and right now,
Well,
2 of them are going away.
they might be because their dude is back where he needs to be. They might not care about us.
Yeah. Well, they didn't until they were attacked.
Yeah.
Gallon, you're up.
I couldn't do that.
Obviously I noticed that Silt talked to that dragon and trying to get them to go where we need to go, and noticed that the dragon was just not having it. So she's gonna pop out over here.
Oh, good. It's not behind me.
Get right there. A little bit of a climb up out of the water. So.
Yeah, no worries. Are we still attacking these things?
You just witnessed Drake 4 smack the shit out of Mortimer with its tail.
Yeah, I'm gonna attack it.
Okay. See if we can get Mortimer on the board.
Try and keep him alive.
No.
Give
him a nice scar.
If she misses.
Mortimer's already on the board.
Is he? Oh yeah.
I
he
hit
is.
him. I stabbed him with a dagger in the right thigh.
That's
Oh,
right.
that's
Last
right.
episode. It's already family, guys. Come on now.
6 points of damage. And that'll hit as well. Damn. Gallon must have just slept really good last night or something. She's fucking on it today. She got all the riddles. She's rolling nat 20s and breaking the third
Hey.
wall.
I was gonna say
Oh, wait a minute.
Taddy and Silt also had really good riddles.
Yeah.
I was going to say.
I'm
I
just
got the
I'm not
first
saying
two.
other people aren't doing good. I'm just saying Gallon's on her fucking
No
shit.
favorites,
Usually-
DM. No favorites.
Usually she would have shot somebody in the face by this point.
No, that's so true. I know. Sometimes, look. Sometimes,
correction,
you know,
she
a
would've
squirrel
shot a
finds the nut it
friendly.
hid. You know what I mean?
I stand corrected. Usually she would have shot one of you guys in the face by now.
Yeah. You know, every once in a while, a blind squirrel finds a nut.
Hey, there
So-
you go. And it
I
is
did-
winter. It's
I-
time to start storing.
I got those first 2 riddles. I just don't speak Elvish. Just say it.
Well, then it doesn't count. Gallon gets the credit. All right. 15 points of damage there. Anything else for your turn?
No, that's it.
All right. Taddy, you're up.
Let's see if we can finish this.
Yes, you're flanking.
Are you sure?
I'm positive. Miss. You have a DM inspiration if you want to re-roll that, though.
Mortimer is worth it. Yes.
My little squishy buddy. That'll hit.
I knew there was a heart in there somewhere deep down.
Yeah, it's at the bottom of the corner
No,
of your
I just
face.
don't want to have to. Just don't want to have to pay Otis the fee for bringing back a dead body.
It's okay. Just admit it. He touched you.
$18 points of damage. It's starting to look rough. Second attack, double 19s will hit. Seven points of damage. Now it's looking rough.
All right, that's my turn.
All right, Mortimer.
I will, I suppose, take the disengage action
Okay.
and start deucing it out this way. Just gonna move there for a second because I gotta scroll down. Gonna have like another
That
5.
was that was 25.
Yeah, there we go. And that is that.
All right. 3 is curled up like a puppy dog in front of the lamp. 4 is going to spin around and attack Taddy. Bite
course he is.
misses. Tail also misses. Silt.
Okay. I'm going to use all of my cat speed to get as close to number 1 as I can. Again, I can't read those numbers because they're black on Dark Token. So let's see.
Number 1 up in the top right corner.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's
60.
let's see, 5, 10, 15, 20.
Oh, I could get all the way up to him then.
30 will get you right there. So that's
Okay.
your base movement. Is 30, right?
Yeah. So I'm gonna stand next to him.
Okay. And you used your feline agility for that?
Yes.
Okay. Just make sure you mark that off.
I don't have a place to mark it off. It's just every other. And I'm going to say, well, I guess maybe it's not very convincingly, but will you please show me where they went? And I'm going to point to where the whirlpool was again.
He kind of scoffs, like, and then curls back up into his forearms, staring at you.
Well, I'm okay. Then the last thing I'm going to do on my turn is get out Muffin and give it to him.
He kind of nudges it with his horn and seems very disinterested in it.
Fine, then I'll put it back in my pocket or backpack.
Anything else for your turn?
No.
You technically still have 15 feet of movement and could dash for an additional 30 beyond that.
I can't dash because guidance is an action.
Oh, I didn't see you had used action. So you got 15 feet of movement left.
Okay. And I will go back 15 feet, I guess, and say over my shoulder, I'm disappointed in you.
Okay. Is that it for your turn?
Yeah.
He already took his turn. Top of the round, Silt, I need a dex saving throw from you again.
That's good.
Hold on, time out. We're gonna retcon. You would not have had to cast guidance because you cast it last round, and it's good for a minute.
Okay.
So if you wanted to actually dash, you could.
Yeah, then I'll do that.
Okay. 30 feet, wherever you want to end up.
Is that 30? I think that says 30.
That is 30, and that puts you out of the drop zone for the rock, so I don't need that dex save anymore. Which is good, because you would have failed. Gallon, you're up.
Okay, I'm going to sidewind this situation. And go kind of like to the door.
So you can't squeeze past without him taking attack of opportunity against you.
Damn it! Okay.
Unless you use your action to disengage and make sure he doesn't hit you.
Okay, yeah, I'll do that.
So you use your action to disengage, get there. That's your movement,
And-
your action. You still have a
Shouldn't-
bonus action.
No, it's okay. I won't do anything. Now I'm kind of waiting to see if they catch up, and then we'll shoot at anything that comes after them.
Okay.
The door's wide open, right? We left it open?
Yeah, it's still open.
Okay. Oh, so I could have stepped through it. I want to step through the door.
Well, that's 30 feet of movement right there.
Oh, okay,
That's
gotcha. Okay, we're good.
all of it. Taddy. What the hell just happened? Oh, you crit. Okay.
We ready?
That does it.
All right.
The Drake falls with a bleeding chest wound. You turn around and look. The other two Drakes are curled up by their lamppost, Silt running towards the door. At this point, we're out of combat.
Okay. Can I grab him by the tail and bring him with me?
You can certainly try. Roll a strength check.
Yep.
This muscular, scaly miniature dragon is just a little bit too much for your petite fairy body.
It's a drake, guys. I'm gonna keep trying to pull it.
Okay. Hold off 1 second. Mortimer, what are you doing? You're running up?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll probably drink a potion as I'm doing that, and then
So do you
I'll
want
run up and help him.
you want to do that as an action and get the full bit, or bonus action?
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought we were out of combat. My bad.
So you are out of
Um,
combat, but still keeping the action economy. Do you want to bonus action and roll it, or do you want to use your action and get all of it?
No, I'll use my action and get all of it.
Okay. And you're drinking a regular potion?
Yeah.
Okay, so that'll give you 10 points back. Okay. So you are able to get up to him and drink this potion, making sure you get every last drop. You won't be able to help him this round.
Okay.
So we're still kind of round-based. We're just out of combat, is all. Because there's
Gotcha.
still bricks falling from the ceiling. Gallon, anything for you?
No, I guess just making sure we're getting the hell out of here.
Okay. And Silt.
Fuck, I want to know where they went. Taking me there. Hmm. I think
Bless you.
I'm going
Thank
to
you.
see if I can see anything in this guy here.
Okay.
Obviously not.
With a 6, you note that the arcane glow that was previously there is now gone. It's just like a glass chamber, like what a lantern or a lamppost would be when not illuminated. And there's nothing inside of it.
Is if I look back across kitty corner across to the one that doesn't have a dragon, is that one out as well?
As you scan the room, all 4 of them are out.
Oh, okay. I guess I'll just use the rest of my movement to go this way then.
Is that it for you?
Yeah, yeah.
Taddy and Mortimer, deck saves. Beautiful. You both are narrowly miss getting clobbered in the head by a falling brick. Who's doing what this round?
I'm gonna keep trying to pull this thing. If Mort's
Yeah.
trying to help me, can I like do that at advantage or something?
Yep. If he's helping, you get advantage. Yep. Okay. You're able to, both of you working together, drag the Drake body out of the chamber.
Does it appear that the shaking, falling bricks is still happening out here, or?
It does, yes. As you look around the floor in this room, you can see some bricks that were not previously there.
Then I want to keep pulling towards the door. I'm trying to get out with this thing.
So in this situation, with both of you pulling, you can only move as fast as the slowest person. It's Mort's action to assist you, so you can only go 30 feet at a time.
I'm only 30 feet, so.
Yeah, but you have bonus action dash.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, but I'm dragging something, so I didn't think that would work.
No, I
Anyways.
wasn't even thinking about that. But
Yeah.
Silt, what you got?
I'm gonna move to here, and I'm going to try to talk loudly or yell or whatever it takes to get to my voice to Drake 3 and say, "Last chance, please show me where they went." And
You still have guidance. He doesn't even lift up his head to look at you.
I'm gonna mumble under my breath. Maybe I should go poke him. And I guess continue on since the ceiling seems to be falling in.
You still have your action if you want to dash and go somewhere.
Fuck. Like, I want to know where they went. Don't want to leave. But I'll go. Up there. Above table, would it have been any roll to get them to take me there? Now that I'm off of that, I'm not going to go back.
No.
Okay.
That
That makes
was
me feel
the
better.
Pam's gone for the next month setup.
Gotcha.
Brad, I missed a note in that whisper I sent you. So I'm sending you the last bit for that note.
Okay.
Via Facebook. And I'll talk to you offline about all that
Yeah, I got you.
as well. Okay. What's everybody doing? Still dragging a corpse. Okay.
Got it.
30. I'm gonna say you
I'm
guys,
stepping. Go ahead.
Mortimer and Taddy are able to drag the Drake body through the small crevasse that led you into this chamber. And when you get back into the tunnel, you can see that the tunnel is not collapsing.
Okay. Once there, I'm going to stop and wait for the rest of the party.
Gallon, Silt, are you guys doing anything other than leaving?
I am making sure I close that door.
So you
And I'm
flip the
gonna-
lever back up, it shuts.
Take one more look around.
You don't see anything of note that sticks out.
Okay. I guess the only other thing is when we get to Daddy, I would inquire about the dead Drake.
Did you just say when you get to Daddy?
Okay, that's what I heard, but I wasn't going to say
No, I
anything.
didn't. I
That's what I
did
heard.
not.
That's what I heard.
Look,
Well,
it's been a
use your
long
ears
time since I've been
better.
called daddy. Oh.
Not tonight, bud.
Okay. So you all exit the chamber. As the last person squeezes through, you hear loud thuds and look back, and you can see that, at the very least, the crevasse entryway has collapsed and is impassable without proper mining equipment. But you all stand in the tunnel with the Drake body in front of you. Now we're
Okay.
out of initiative, turn-based everything.
Okay, so first thing I'm gonna say is, any of you guys any good at salvaging body parts?
Ah, you want body parts.
I have
It's a-
some experience with this.
It's a Drake. I mean, scales, claws, magic shit. I mean,
Is it a survival roll?
Yes, it is.
yeah.
I am
Gal.
proficient and I get a +5.
I will be
Go.
bowing out of this one.
Gal, as soon as you say I have some experience with this, Mort is gonna clap his hands together and say, "Oh, I get to see!"
Let's just hope the roll lasts. Okay, yeah, I'll do it.
Here, you know what? I'm gonna touch Gal on the shoulder and give her guidance for her.
They are in the party sheet. You get a solid 20 Drake scales, which is most of the scales on this Drake, and 8 of its claws. The rest of them were previously damaged from whatever it was doing.
Okay.
Willing
before
to split.
you want to split it? I'll split it with you since you
I'll split.
carved it.
I'll
I
split.
killed it, but yeah, okay.
Yeah, we'll split.
Hey, I helped a little bit here, right? Can I have a claw?
I stayed out of the way. Do I get one?
I helped drag the damn thing.
However you do it, just remember you only need to drag one and then adjust the amount in your inventory. That way you don't have to drag 20 of them.
How about this? Each of us, since there's 4 of us, each of us get 2 claws, and then Taddy and I will split the scales.
Oh, I've already split.
Okay.
I
never mind.
got my 4 claws and I got the 10 scales.
Okay. Well, I'll share.
It's like mine.
Yeah.
I will share.
If you want to adjust the numbers on the party sheet accordingly, there, DM.
Well,
Yeah.
I took my half. So what? 2 claws left and
3 claws.
9 Drake scales.
Galen hadn't taken anything yet, so
I think I just did.
yeah, you got 1 of each, so that should be an 8. So there's 2 claws and 8 scales left. Or were you taking all of the scales, Galen?
Well, it sounds like Taddy took half.
Yeah, he
Oh,
took
yeah.
10. So how many
Yeah.
of the scales are you taking?
I'll take the other 10.
Okay, so in your inventory, just adjust the number to 10 there.
And then I'll only take 2 Drake claws so that Silt and Mortimer can have whatever remains from the claws.
So Brad, make sure you pull that last Drake claw out of the party sheet.
This is this Godric's armor all over again.
So I think it'll be fair, since we all know above table that Pearl disappearing was for the sake of the fact that she's in Argentina for the next 3 weeks. You guys would have a moment of what the fuck, where'd she go? Eventually realizing that it's done, there's nothing you can do about it, and all you can do is carry on at this point and hope that she's okay. Fair?
There.
Yeah.
If
Patty
you
would
want to
probably
have
say
the
it's-
conversation, go for it. But
Well, Taddy would definitely say something along the lines of, she's not there. She obviously went somewhere else. And I'm assuming it has something to do with that old guy that she was carrying. So, and being that he was magically shackled and it happened when he was in water, I'm going to wager it has something to do with somebody against Talos. Like one of those Poseidon guys or something. that's Taddy's thoughts on the whole what the hell happened subject. Anybody else has anything they want to spit in, go for it. If not, then I guess we move on.
Yeah. I can't remember if above table, does anyone else know that Pearl is like the undead?
Yeah, I think we all knew that.
We know
Well, we knew that she was what she is. So.
You know she's bloodthirsty. I don't
Yeah.
Right.
think Gallon,
I think I'm the only one who knows what she like is.
You're the only one who
She's-
knows she is an undead.
Gotcha. Okay, that's what I thought. And I'll just say, no, you know what? Pearl's a tough nut. She'll be all right. We'll fight each other again. And then just like keep walking. She's upset and a little concerned, but not like. She also knows like we've got shit to do.
Yep.
So you're all gonna start making your way back. Make it away.
Yep.
As you begin moving through this narrow section of tunnel that is a little bit easier for one of you as opposed to the three of you, but still not
Wait.
easy. Go ahead.
Wait, retcon.
Yeah.
Back to the Drake real quick. Was any of the meat salvageable?
The meat was like festered.
Okay. Well, I'm just thinking in the environment we're in, if we showed up with a couple steaks, like, we'd be kings.
You're not wrong. I don't disagree with that.
Yeah, no, the meat it wasn't rotten. It was putrid, is the best way to
Okay.
describe it. Like one
All
sniff
right.
from all four of you, and it was an immediate no.
Okay. Hey, it was worth a shot. Okay. Never mind.
So as you all begin sidestepping your way back through the tunnel, there is an aftershock. The ground begins to rumble again. Rocks begin to slide out of the walls, and the ground gives out from underneath you. You all fall a brief distance before hitting a slide. You know, like in the movies, the ground gives out, and then they end up on a fucking power slide type deal.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's what happens.
Yeah, I just
How
want
do
to
you-
find. I just want to find
how do-
Remy.
And go, wee!
Eventually, a couple moments later, you all land in this room. As you look around, you notice bits of furniture, all old and abandoned. Any items that look like they may be inside any of the containers when you go to touch and inspect immediately turn to dust from being there for so long. The water filling the chamber is slowly filling out from under the rock wall. So it's like water through rock cracks type situation. It doesn't actually come from a tunnel you can swim through. From the one tunnel here leading out of this chamber that you are in, you can hear soft sounds, chitters, and other various animal noises coming distantly from that room. I know you're all going to want to look around, so everybody just go ahead and make me an investigation check.
And as we're doing that, I'm going to tell Taddy, hey Taddy, you might want to change your disguise.
Oh, yeah, good idea. I go back to, was it Ted? I think I was Ted.
The guy whose token you are.
Yeah, Ted.
Beautiful. Gallon. As you're all kind of looking around, I'll spread you out a little bit. Oh, Gallon wouldn't be, or Silt wouldn't be near the water. As you're
No.
all kind of looking around, Gallon, you catch a little corner of something from underneath a rock. And you lift the rock to find a journal. When you open it up and look at it, you're able to read one entry before the book crumbles into dust.
Is it in just common?
Yeah.
Okay.
Actually, no. It's in Undercommon, and you think you can understand it.
Oh shit.
Kind of like a kindergartner trying to read. You're like, but you're pretty sure you got the gist of it.
And this either says they have cut us off or they have nut us off. So
As long as it doesn't say anything about Otis being a good guy, we're good.
this Otis is the best one of. Oh no, it doesn't. Okay.
He has a good heart.
It says they have cut us off. It's clear the guards never cared. I should have pushed harder for safety reinforcements as we got deeper. I am responsible for all those lives that were lost. That's optimistic. As I look up at everybody. Cool.
I will put that entry in for everybody to see. In case you want it for your notes. But yeah, you guys finish looking around this initial room, realizing there's nothing here and only one way out. What do you want to do?
Well, if there's nothing of interest, no people, that was the only signs of people was the book she had. Teddy's going to head towards the door and say, maybe we should just move on.
As you get to the tunnel entryway, the chitters and various animal noises that are still very distant become slightly clearer.
Can I understand any of them?
You cannot. So it is not a language, it's just a noise.
Okay.
Still very distant, just slightly less echoey, if that makes sense. Yeah, but you guys stare into this tunnel. You can see up ahead, the path splits. I didn't put a mask on this map. Bad, Jacob. It's gonna go dark for a second. There you go. Up ahead, you can see that the path is going to split left and right, giving you two options.
Well, I say left.
Said there's noise coming from this direction. Can we determine if it's left or right or both?
Far as you can tell, both.
Okay. Let's follow Silt then.
Yup.
I have no argument to say the other way, so.
So you follow Silt, come around the corner to a small chamber. This room has some tables and chairs in it, all old and decrepit, like in the previous room. There is a large central pillar, seemingly as a support, as this ceiling is a good 40-50 feet high.
Is this room worth? Yeah, checks from everybody.
Yeah, if you want to make perception to try and spot things, or investigation if you're going to try and dig through things. Okay. Silt, you don't find anything Galen, you can tell that the cave walls in this room are carved, but they're not as refined as the initial tunnels that you guys came down through. So it's clear that this is a man-made cavern, but it hasn't been around as long as some of the other tunnels you've been in.
Okay. Well, moving on then.
Taddy, I sent you a whisper.
Yeah, I got it.
Okay. All right. Coming around the next junction. You will see that there's a right-hand turn, or it goes forward. The right-hand turn leads to another chamber. The forward has a turn at the end of it.
Yeah, I'll put my head into the chamber to investigate.
Okay. So you walk down and stick your head into that chamber. There is another tunnel leading off the southern side of it. Quick look around. There's nothing here. Some dried blood stains and a couple of old tables. It was clearly a butchery room of some sort, or either butchery or torture, one of the two. But you don't find any tools or equipment to determine which. Teddy, you go down that tunnel, take a look. It keeps going and then curves again.
Okay. I'd catch back up to the group after that. Rush if I had to.
Yeah.
Just be like, when I got up there, it looks like another small tunnel leading somewhere else.
Somewhere.
Every time I grab my token, it does this like fade
Yeah,
thing. It won't let me-
I just had a lag on my end, so that might have been it.
Oh, it's been doing that all night. I have to grab my token twice to get it to
Oh
move.
yeah, no, it's been doing that to me for like 3 weeks now. 2
Oh.
weeks. Ever
This is
since
the
the
first
new
night it's done it to me.
update comes out.
Ah, okay.
All right, coming over here, you will find a large chamber with this damn thing. 2 tunnels leading out of it. The tunnel you're currently in continues and turns right.
Just put me next to this, right?
Yep, I gotcha.
Between Mart and Silt, yeah. Close enough. Yeah, that's where I was shooting for. Keep
That's a
listening for
no.
those sounds.
They are. It's like a. It's as consistent as a cricket. So it's like you'll hear it, and then you won't hear it for like 10-15 seconds, and then you'll hear it again.
Has it
But
been
is it-
more than an? Oh, go ahead.
Is it still coming from everywhere?
It's coming from all tunnel directions.
So not louder, softer.
Nope,
Okay.
distant.
Just okay.
Galen and Silt, you both walk into this room and start looking around. And as you're looking, just a second here, beautiful. 2 tendrils shoot off what you thought were stalagmites, or stalactites, whichever ones hang from the ceiling.
Stalact.
Yeah, stalactites. There you go. The one that shoots at you, Silt, misses. The one that shoots at you, Galen, hits. You are grappled. I take that back. You are actually restrained.
It's not like attached to my face, is it?
No, it's wrapped around your body.
Okay, that's fine.
And these things are 30 feet up. Get that real quick. It then pulls you and starts lifting you up. So you are now suspended 20 feet off the ground with this thing wrapped around your body and arms. And I need everybody to roll initiative. Friendly reminder on restrained. Your speed is 0. Attack rolls against you will have advantage, and your attack rolls will have disadvantage. And you will have disadvantage on dexterity saving throws. You can attempt to break the grapple with either a strength or dexterity check.
Cool.
All right. Everybody roll. Everybody did. Taddy, you're up.
Okay. Let's see. $55. I think my distance.
Nope, that's... Oh, no. It'll be 30
Isn't
feet up.
60 for my blades? Oh yeah, 30. That makes a difference.
It's going to be closer to like 68 feet because it's 30 feet in the air.
Okay.
And I don't know what the distance is on your weapons.
I'm pretty sure it's 60. Let me double check. Yeah. Normal range is 60 feet.
Okay.
And no long range. Okay. So nothing past 60 feet. But it's 30 feet in the air. So I can hover and fly up 30 feet.
Yes, you can.
And I can throw my daggers.
Yes, you can. Actually, no, you can't. I'm sorry. The tunnel does not have a 30-foot ceiling. The tunnel has a 15-foot ceiling. Which would still put you over the 60-foot mark, so you'd have to come in a little bit.
Okay. Okay, so that's half my movement.
10 feet closer to it would do it. Yeah, right about there.
Okay.
Fucking math. Yeah, that'll put it just inside your 60-foot range.
Alright, we'll work with that. Now, being that Gallon is within 5 feet of this thing.
She is not. She's 10 feet below it.
Oh, okay. Okay. Well, it had it. So, all right. So normal throw then. We can do this.
That'll hit. Seven points of damage. That will hit. Seven points of damage.
And yeah, I'm gonna go. Fuck! Those fucking things suck. And that's my turn.
All right, Mortimer.
All right. I guess I'll come in some because I'm gonna need to anyways. I'll try right there. That's like 20.
Yeah, I'm
So
gonna
maybe Taddy.
offset you a little bit. That's gonna be 20 feet for you.
All right. I don't know if I can, but I want to try to use. Let me see what the distance is on it. That's damn it. I don't know if I'm within distance to try to use Vicious Mockery against Roper 2. Says I'm 40 feet. No, the other one.
Roper 2.
He's 30 feet up, right?
Yeah. Fucking A squared plus B squared bullshit.
Yes, 30. It's 46.1, so it would be within distance.
Okay, so yeah, you're good.
All right. Cool. So he is going to yell out. Where did it go? Because I just had it. If I were you, I'd slink back into the shadows and hope no one noticed. And use his vicious mockery on him.
He fails. Three points
Boom.
of damage, and make sure you drop that effect on him as well.
Yep. And that's all I got.
Alright. Gallon, you are up. You
I am
do
going-
everything normally. The effects I have on you will apply any disadvantages, etc.
Okay, I'm
just
going to
can't
try and break out of the restraint.
Either strength or dexterity.
You said save, right?
No, check.
Oh, check.
You remain restrained.
Fabulous. Okay.
So that's your action. You still got a bonus
Mhm.
action.
Yeah, that's all I can do.
Okay. Selt.
Are these things? Excuse me. Do they seem like they're stationary?
You don't know. Up until
Okay.
6 seconds ago, you thought they were rocks.
Cool. Well, then this seems like a good time to run 60 feet into the tunnel south while going by. I guess I don't know how far. Let's see. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 40, 50, and 60. Yeah, that's perfect. While running by 2, I will Eldritch Blast him twice.
Move your token to where you want to be when you launch those Eldritch Blasts.
Where I want to be when I launch them.
Yeah. You said as you run past him.
I guess it doesn't really matter because the range is so great. But I will probably be like here.
Beautiful. Okay, go ahead and do your attacks.
Son of a bitch.
That one misses.
So? I never hit with these.
That one misses as well.
Okay.
And then you turn to run. And as you get out of their range, they are both going to use their reaction to try and
Both?
tackle you. Both.
Both of them?
Mm-hmm. You're leaving both of their attack ranges.
They're okay.
Neither of them get you.
Because I'm split.
All right. Anything else for your turn?
What is like? Explain what Gallon is restrained by. Is she like dangling from a skinny?
She has think Pirates of the Caribbean when the Kraken has somebody wrapped up in its tentacle. It's like that. So she
So how
has
big is
this
the?
tentacle wrapped around her torso.
It's a fairly hefty tentacle.
A couple inches in diameter, probably
Okay.
like 4. So it's
Okay.
not like a Kraken tentacle, but it's not a thread. It's definitely
Okay.
something plausible to hit if you were going to try to.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, that's my turn. Then.
All right. Roper number 2. How far did you say you were from Roper number 2 there, Mortimer?
46.1.
Beautiful. You're within range.
Damn, somebody's good with numbers.
That one hits. You are grappled and restrained. And you get pulled 5, 10, 15, 25 feet this way. Gallon, you get lifted the rest of the way up. And he tries to take a bite out of you, which hits. And it is not pretty. Roper number 1. Launches a tentacle at you, Taddy. Hits. You are grappled, restrained, and he pulls you 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 feet towards him. That ends his turn. Taddy, you're up.
You little prick. I guess I'll turn my attention to the asshole who's got me.
All right.
Wait. No, not yet. I know that one is hurting. That's got Gal.
It is hurting,
Oh.
and Gal is within 5 feet of it now. So
Yes, so he is preoccupied. So that is prime time for sneak attack. So I'm going to keep attacking him.
except you're restrained, so all of your attacks are at disadvantage, so you don't get sneak attack.
Oh,
Wait,
that's right.
everybody's fucking restrained right now? What did I miss?
Except for
Yeah.
you.
Except for you.
Yeah.
Okie dokie.
You're like, let's
so I'm
run,
not-
guys, and look back. They're all being eaten.
Well, this is the time that Silt says goodbye. No, I'm just kidding.
Fuck this shit, I'm out.
No, I'm still going to attack that one though.
First
And
shot
miss.
misses. Why did you put advantage on that?
Because I still get the advantage. It
You
just
You don't get advantage when a friendly is within 5 feet. You just get sneak attack if you hit and
Oh.
don't have disadvantage.
Oh, okay.
So, but it's a miss. So all good.
Yeah.
Yeah, you only get you would have only gotten advantage in that scenario if you were hidden.
Gotcha. Okay.
Second one misses.
Yep.
Anything
Yeah, I mean,
else for your turn?
You want me to see if I fumbled that first one?
No. You're good.
Okay. All right, that's it then.
All right. Mortimer. Remember, guys, you can use your action to make either a strength or dexterity check to try to break free.
Well, I am definitely going to do that.
Okay.
You said a dex check, right?
Strength or dex, your choice. You do not break free.
Well, son of a bitch.
You wiggle and wiggle and wiggle, and you think you're getting free, and the tentacle readjusts. You almost had it, but not quite.
All right.
That's your action. Anything else for your turn?
Yeah. I am going to give Gallon another bardic inspiration.
I was about to say, do I still have the same one from last time? Has it been an hour?
You do. You still have that.
Okay, cool.
Well, if you have it, then never mind. I'm going to give it to Taddy then.
Yeah, do that. Because if I need to, I'll use it this round.
Brad,
To
don't you
try and
have a
make-
thing where you can burn an inspiration to give yourself a boost, or is that at higher levels?
No. I don't have anything at the moment that would give myself.
Yeah, it must be a higher level thing then.
Yeah.
Okay, so you give one to, it was Taddy?
Taddy. Yeah.
Okay.
I gave it to him.
All right, and that's your action and your bonus action, so that is it for you.
That's it.
Gallon, you're up.
Let's do this. Come on, baby. Nope. Fantastic. Oh, bardic inspiration.
Wait, hold on. Is that
Okay, so-
you get
so-
to...
So you know that Mortimer just rolled a 14. Your bardic inspiration is a d6. So at most you could add a 6 to your 4 to try and break free.
You're right, and then that would definitely miss. All right. Well, then I guess I can't do anything.
Silt.
Okay. Well, let's see. I think I'd like to move back here. I gotta check.
Here, I'll open that up.
Okay.
To the south, the tunnel just keeps going. And then there's a tunnel to your right and left as well,
Okay.
which you'll be able to see down a little bit here.
Okay. I can still see both of these guys.
I can see clearly now the rain is gone.
If I've done my maths correctly, number 2 is 58 feet away from me. So I will try to mind sliver it.
Pretty close to it, yeah. Okay. It succeeds.
Oh, God, dumb thing.
Not by much.
Okay.
Alright. And
Then
think
I
that's for
will, yeah, I will yell inspiring words to my friends. Hang in there, guys.
you.
Be inspired.
Yes.
Alright. Roper 2 is gonna pull Mortimer in. You are now dangling halfway up to it as it goes to take another bite out of Gallon. Missing. Roper 1 is going to finish pulling Taddy up to it and then take a bite out of it, or attempt to. That hits.
Can I use uncanny dodge on that?
Yes, you can. If I remember correctly, it just uses your reaction for the round, but you can use it every single round.
And that is what I'm doing. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle when he tries to bite me.
Yep, pretty much. So you take 3 points of damage after it burns off the last of your temporary hit points. And that is top of the round at 11:03, so that is where we are going to stop for the evening. Thanks everybody who came to watch the stream. Super appreciate you. Make sure you tune in Friday for Lord Z's Fantastical Dungeon and back here next Sunday for more Waters of the Deep. Have a good night and